all. My name is Todd.
And I'm Rich.
And we are here to introduce to everybody here in the Hudson Valley a new business venture called Hudson Valley Pour.
And we are coming to you from a craft brewery in Sloatsburg. It's called Seven Lakes Station. It is right off of Old 17. So if you ever choose not to take the thruway, if you choose to take the slow way up to the Hudson Valley, you're going to see them on the north side of the drive up. On the right-hand side, you can't miss them as you pull through Sloatsburg. And we are currently, what are you enjoying right now?
I got myself a Hudson Valley pillow hat.
And I have got the Swiftwater Hefeweizen, which is from Rochester, New York. And we are going to toast the beginning of Hudson Valley Pour.
Right on, toast.
So,
Tastes great on a warm day, doesn't it?
oh my God, this is fantastic. That is a great Hefeweizen.
So as Rich said, we chose to be here to introduce ourselves to you. The owners here, Martijn and Jamie, are very, very dedicated to their customer base. Seven Lakes Station is the nucleus for beer here in the Hudson Valley. They're located only about 45 minutes north of Manhattan, and yet they're in literally arm's length for just about every craft brewery in the lower Hudson Valley. And in fact, they feature many of them on their taps on a very regular basis. So let's talk a little bit, Rich, if we could, about Hudson Valley Pour and what we're trying to do here.
So, to start you guys off, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm on this journey not because I'm an expert at craft beer, but because I love craft beer. This guy has been brewing beer since
Brewed my first batch in 1992.
1992. I probably wasn't introduced to my first decent craft beer. I traveled to Europe and tasted really good beer and said, why don't we have this in the United States? But I did not start drinking craft beer until he introduced me to the Utica Boilermaker, and I started drinking Saranac.
That was Saranac, yeah.
But this guy can read you chapter and verse on what a double IPA is, an IPA. So we thought this was a nice marriage of someone who can learn and someone who can teach.
I don't know about teaching, but what we are going to do here with Hudson Valley Pour is we are going to introduce you to a whole bunch of people that have far more knowledge than either of us combined. And they're going to teach you not only about how to make beer, they're going to teach you why they make beer, and they're going to talk about all the trends and innovations in the brewing industry, not only nationally, but specifically here in the Hudson Valley. So really looking forward to bringing Hudson Valley Pour to you. This is something that we've been thinking about for a long time and decided recently to just pull the trigger and maybe make a habit out of it. So stay tuned for many, many more adventures this summer here at Hudson Valley Pour.
And you can follow us here on our YouTube channel. We'll be taking snippets of all of our videotaping at craft brew pubs, at the craft breweries. We'll be putting those up on Instagram. So even if all you want is a couple of 60-second snippets, you can learn all about these incredible places that are just doing dynamic stuff. We're going to be talking about collabs. We're going to be talking about the science of brewing. Like Todd said, we're going to be talking to the brewers and asking them, tell us about the influence that's got all these styles in your craft brewery. Why do you go for this particular style so much versus another kind?
Right, and of course they're interacting with their customers on any given business day, and the customers are telling them what they want, what they like, what they don't like, and this is what drives the brewers. You're also going to find some of the niches that a lot of the brewers here in the Hudson Valley have carved out for themselves, and that's key. In a business that is so glutted, and as an example, there are 550 breweries just in New York State alone, I believe that is.
And how many here in Hudson Valley?
Probably the whole Hudson Valley combined is about 75, but we have 14 in Orange County, which is the county just a little bit north of where we're sitting. But they're carving out niches for themselves because that's what brings customers. And we have to understand that beer in recent years has joined wine as part of the tourism industry. And that's what really makes things great. That's why people come to breweries regardless of where they're located. It's not about geography. It's about an opportunity to get in your car on a given weekend or even a weeknight, take a drive, and taste something new.
And if you stick with us, we're going to do a little filming here at Seven Lakes in Sloatsburg. We're going to show you the really cool beer garden that they've tucked in secret in the back.
Yeah, and we'll talk about how it's actually helped their business survive and grow, especially through the COVID era.
So do join us, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and please, this is your channel. If you want us to focus in on IPAs or sours or certain flavors, we want this to be an interactive community where you're involved, and we would love to interview you at a Hudson Valley craft brewery sometime during the summer.
That's a good point, Rich. We want to talk to the patron community as well. We need your input. We want to know what you're thinking and feeling about craft beer. So who knows? We may stick a camera in your face someday this summer, and hopefully you'll be ready to tell us everything that makes you excited about drinking craft beer.
And if you are up here in the Hudson Valley, please tag us, Hudson Valley Pour, HV Pour. Tag us so we can repost your stuff, especially if you're supporting our beloved Hudson Valley craft brew industry. So let us know you've been up here. Send us those great photos and video, and we will support you too.
Join us at Hudson Valley Pour.